Guys, how you doing? Welcome to week two. Week one, I want to talk a little bit about week one. I thought week one was incredible. I just went through this week one announcement, and I just want to just in summary, we talked about the standard for personal presence, instructional presence, and intellectual presence, and I'm going to take that a little bit further this week. So stay tuned for that. I want to say something, guys. I'm impressed. I mean, there is some talent in this group. Holy moly. I'm in the presence of greatness. I truly believe that. I was reading through the bios and the announcements, and honestly, I took a long time to get my work done this week because I was just fascinated just reading through the bios and actually going through some of your classes and just going, whoa, wow, wow. So anyways, awesome group. Glad to be a part of it. Anyway, all right, so let's take a look at week two. What's going on? So at week one, I kind of got with everyone and said, okay, hey, this is good, or this is an area that could be considered an area for opportunity. And that's great. And that's what it's all about. I mean, just kind of saying, hey, you know what, checking in. I noticed this. Maybe I think maybe, or you think, or can together, maybe we can figure out a way to do this more effectively, or just saying, hey, cheers, good job. You're doing great. Whatever. Anyway, so I want to go into week two here. So what do we have in week two? Week two, we're going to talk a little bit more about announcements. I know I talked about announcements quite a bit last week, but this is really important stuff. So I've got the text for week two up here. So we have this quiz, and I just did this quiz just so you guys can kind of take a look at this. And here's the quiz. These are the questions. All right, true or false, guys? Faculty bio must include office hours. Faculty is required to respond to every student post in the introductory icebreaker. Faculty is responsible for any broken links, missing content, or discrepancies. Week one announcements must include a week one announcement and a welcome to the course announcement. And then announcements should be used as an instructional tool. So if you take a look at those, if you've said true to all of those, very good. If you didn't, then it's time to take a look at these and take a look at your faculty fundamental requirements and see if you're matching up as expeditiously as possible, okay? So I thought that would be fun to take that little fun quiz, and I left this fun little picture here of these old school kids with their big mean teacher up here. Okay, so anyway, so then we have welcome to two. So what makes a good announcement? Okay, guys, here's the thing. Take a look at your announcements, all right? Now, I might have one up on some of you, and I might not. The reason I say that is because I received my terminal degree online. So I remember all the feelings. I remember the announcements. I remember feeling everything that could have been done better. So I really remember that. And these are things that I promised myself that I wouldn't do when I was teaching. So, excuse me. So I want you guys just to take a look at your announcements. Are they engaging? Are they easy to read? Do they have hierarchy? Are they visually pleasing? Are you giving your students a place for their eye to rest, or are you throwing everything at them at once? Remember, most of us are designers. So these should be designed, these announcements. Give yourself some breathing room. Give the students some breathing room. Use bullets. Think about organization, think about hierarchy. It's critical that we don't lose students in the announcements because the announcements can be such an important learning tool. So I did this for you guys. I said, so what makes a good announcement? I gave these examples, all right? Plus I left these links right here. So you link out to these and they go straight to the video. So check those out. Please check those out. They're perfect examples straight from the source. So what do? Intellectual presence, what does it mean in terms of its relationship to announcements? So in your announcements, are you informing your students exactly what you expect of them? Are you summarizing key objectives? Are you summarizing key objectives for the discussion boards and the assignments? In other words, are you taking ownership of your class? Are you looking at things that say, wow, that could be confusing to a student. I think I'll clarify that to circumvent any problems for the student. Okay, and plus it really goes a long way when the students know that you've been through the class, so that when you in your introduction to this coming week's announcement say, oh, hey, by the way, look out for this and look out for this, and I'll be looking for this over here. It really shows that you know and own your own class, and that goes a long way to your credence and your credibility. So please keep that in mind. Okay, so and then your instructional presence. This is where you teach. I talked about this a lot last week. How can we use our announcements to teach? And I think the best way is what I'm doing right here is create your own videos. For example, those of you teaching introduction to digital imaging or something like that, even anything with the pen tool, take a video, make a video. You can't, I mean, show click and drag. Don't talk about click and drag as your pen tool technique. Show it. It's going to bump them right over that hurdle of the pen tool. And I know everyone watching this remembers that hurdle of the pen tool. So show them click and drag. Don't talk about it. See what I'm saying? If you are not the type of person comfortable making your own videos, by all means, link out to an external source. All right? Okay, and then we have personal, create connections between learning objectives, intellectual presence, instructional presence, link out to educational sources. That's really super important, guys. And then I jumped in. I'm sorry, I missed that, but I jumped into instructional presence. That's what I was talking about, the videos. Create connections between learning objectives and real world scenarios. And that's what this is all about. So think about that. Talk about professional experience, your professional experience. Share it. Okay, personal presence. What's personal presence? I'm going to tell you what, in a nutshell, long time ago, somebody gave me this advice. You want to be a great online instructor? Be kind. Be the nicest person you can be. So I've included that. Personal presence, be kind. Share personal stories and experience. Draw connections between students' interests and their work. That's when we jump back to week 1. Remember the introduction videos? Jump back there, collect a little bit of information about your student, and then jump back, and you can draw that interest or whatever that information is from week 1 into some of your outreach to the student or in some of your engaging interaction with that student. That goes a long way too, because it shows that you are interested in your students. Okay, and again, of course, the last is be kind. During week 2, we ask you to do these questions, review. These are live links, guys. So if you have questions, review who to contact. That's a great source right there. Email students right there, shows you how and why and what to do when you're emailing students, including CCing your team lead as well as the academic advisor, and what information to include with that email. Okay, and then you have this. If anybody has academic integrity concerns, take a look at this video right here. Okay, I didn't want to go this long because I know how these videos sometimes get there. It's really easy to go long. But listen, guys, for those of you who don't want some advice on how to do videos quickly and correctly and quickly, let me know. I got some great tips for you. I use videos constantly, so I'm down for giving quick tutorials on that. Let me know. I'll be glad to. All right, guys, great job. Thanks. Welcome to week 1. I'll see you guys this week in discussion boards and in your classes. Thanks.